Hello everyone, my name is Ray, and today I'm showcasing a Yamaha FGX-B1. It's a bamboo guitar. It's a limited production guitar that was, it's kind of a one-off run by Yamaha as they were trying to figure out ways to come up with sustainable products. Um, I think it's quite cool, and it gives me a talking platform to talk about nature and wildlife conservation while basically, I guess, showcasing these songs that I made. I have 10 songs, so there are 10 different times you get to see this guitar and 10 different variations of this message that all apply to different things, where the words of the songs themselves usually tell you a story. This particular song doesn't have any words, so I'm going to just go ahead and start playing and tell you that a lot of the songs that I have basically center around addiction and addiction level choices. This song is called The Hunter, and it is inspired by an addict. Well, I should recall those words. It's inspired by Metallica, by a Metallica song called Orion. Now, currently, the frontman of Metallica is going through rehab, and he had to postpone a segment of his tour. One of the shows happens to be occurring on Halloween, and I had formerly considered making reservations to go out to catch this show. I think it was in New Zealand. And the only reason I didn't was because another opportunity presented itself. And so I won't be in New Zealand. But basically, these messages are such that even the people at the pinnacle of what it is that we all do are suffering from these vices, and when it comes down to it, these choices pass right through our own hands most of the time. And a lot of times it's basically we're trying to capture a feeling of joy, which really comes from inside. And the way that I was able to restore my own energy and reclaim that feeling of joy was to eat differently. So the more I continue to eat plant-based, the more energy I have, the more positivity I have, and the more capable I am of helping others who are struggling through these adversities. So this next song is called The Hunter. And that song is called The Hunter, and it's inspired by a song written by Metallica. And I'm sending positive energy your way, everyone's way, and hoping that if you are struggling with adversity and trying to overcome an addiction of your own, that you hear the words that are being said by so many people who have succeeded and overcome their own addictions, who are saying, hey, sometimes it starts with some of the most basic choices that we're already making. Here in the US, many of us have been addicted to fast foods for a long time and sugar, and we don't know it, and we never realized it. And it's because we were taught at such an early age. In many cases, we are having our children who turn 1 year old will enjoy something called a smash cake, a birthday celebration that basically is comprised entirely of sugar and chemicals. And so we're addicting our children younger and younger to these processes that are causing health adversities that are difficult to recover from as we get older and older. And in some cases, there is a level of hostility and anger that's associated with that, where people have gone so far as to verbally accost me in public and also offline in a way where friendships are divided, and where that wasn't even the intent. You know, here I am suggesting that some of us are a little angrier than normal, and it's possible that those very foods that we're eating are causing these are expressions of the stress hormones that we're consuming, and are expressions of these chemical addictions that we're defending without any kind of active thought process behind that. So be aware that addiction starts as simply as feeding each other the lies and the chemicals and the sugars that are oftentimes circling around all of those ritualistic holidays that we have. So opt for quality, make homemade things. Don't just buy a boxed mix of something. Those times when we used to make things from scratch back in the day, our grandmothers and great grandmothers, we had a different kind of health. Our body styles were different. For me, I had to revisit what it was that people were doing in the past to figure out how I could regain my own health. I lost over 80 pounds. I gained 10 pounds of muscle without trying. And, I shouldn't say without trying. There was a lot of effort. It takes a lot of consistency to keep doing what it is you're doing that is in the path of success, rather than just continuing along with the path of ease of access and also common knowledge, sometimes often taught to us even by doctors themselves. Have a great day, and if it's causing you any strife or pain, give it a second thought. Why is it causing pain? Is it because it's a reflection of ourselves that we're disliking? Or is it truly that we dislike what it is that we're doing or participating in? Either way, it's a lot easier to be happy and joyful than it is to continue to live unsatisfied and trying to fill that void with alcohols or drugs or any other addiction or vice that we typically look at, but also the uncommon vices that we don't look at, like basic foods and sugar addictions. Peace. Our health is our wealth.